Welcome to Ferry's Film Vault, the show that gives you random film reviews through my perspective. You know what I've realized after 10 episodes so far? I don't think I've ever asked how you guys doing, and that is very rude of me. So here it goes. How you doing today? Had a good weekend? Stupendous! Well, let's make it even better because I'm going to be reviewing Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
An hour ago, a bomb blew up the Kremlin. The president has initiated Ghost Protocol. The entire IMF has been disavowed. Now I've been ordered to take you to Washington, where they will hang the Kremlin bombing on you and your team, unless you were to escape after assaulting Brandt and me. But if any one of your team is caught, they will be branded terrorists out to incite global nuclear war. So what happens now? Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
So, what's the play?
To begin, this is the first and only trailer release for MI4 that I saw, and it got me so jacked up that I refused to watch any of the other stuff like new trailer, clips, featurettes that was released after. And it looked fun freaking tastic. An amazing trailer overall, and the only comment I'd give would be the choice of music with Eminem, but I got past it and ended up liking the song after watching it again a couple of times. The premise this time around is that IMF was shut down when it was implicated in the Kremlin's bombing, causing Ethan Hunt and his new team to go rogue to clear the organization's name. MI4 is directed by Brad Bird, who did Pixar's The Incredibles and Ratatouille, and as a matter of fact, this would be his first dive into the live-action feature film arena. Whew! That's a huge undertaking indeed, especially with this franchise. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol stars Tom Cruise, Simon Pegg, Jeremy Renner, Paula Patton, Tom Wilkinson, and Josh Holloway. With sequels, the first couple of thoughts that came rushing through my brain is how could the filmmakers up the intensity of something that was already established, especially with the Mission Impossible franchise. How could you top the previous action scenes, or what sort of futuristic gadgets could you come up with this time around? With that in mind, Brad Bird definitely lives up to my expectation for this film. Nope, I would even say that he exceeded my expectation. I agree with the fact that the story is taking a back seat in this film, but it's freaking Mission Impossible. Were you really expecting an amazing story? But don't worry, my friend, because the action definitely compensates for that flaw in a huge way. And that credit would definitely go to Brad Bird as a director. Some of the action scenes in this film is just pure adrenaline, like the tallest building on Earth sequence. Amazing. The way Brad Bird shot and edited this sequence is just delicious, since it made me feel acrophobic, even though I know it's just a flat 2D screen in the theater. On top of that, Tom Cruise apparently did all of the stunts for this sequence by himself, and that's why I love him. Check this link out if you want to see the featurette for that sequence. And don't forget, that's just one of the many memorable action scenes available for your viewing pleasure when you treat your eyes to this film feast. Although, I had to warn you that it is a PG-13 film, so if you were expecting some sort of violent gore action, you're not gonna get it here. There's some gore in it, but I'm sure filmgoers nowadays would consider it pretty tame. But come on folks, do you really need to see some violent gore for some kick action? Nope, not really. Another example of such film, Die Hard 4. In conclusion, I don't freaking know. Since I'm actually really torn whether to give this an epic or a good. You know what? I'm going to give this an epic, since I'm leaning more towards that rating anyway. The reason I was slightly torn was the story. But as I said, the action made up for it in a huge manner that in the end it just didn't matter that much. So if you're an action fan or feel like some fun, definitely give this film a watch.
Who are you really, Brant?
We all have our secrets. Don't we, Ethan?
Okay, now remember, blue is glue. And when it's red, dead.
You're not gonna make it!
You're not helping.
Alright, fellow agents, the fuse has been diffused. This webisode is going to self-terminate in 1 minute, so if you have any sort of comments, be sure to type it in below, since it's always my great pleasure to know what you guys have to say. And if you like the show, don't forget to subscribe. It's just 1 click away, so you'll always know when the newest episode is being posted and etc. But that's it. I'll see you at the next review.